We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Tariq Cohen.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. From the 10, 1st and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Brady. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Montez Sweat.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
A lot of times just that first read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's got Evans. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. These two teams all tied after one. A 1st down carry for Barkley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Giants 14, Buccaneers 7.
The touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
And Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Jay Howard.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
It's a gain of 6.
First down, Tampa, as Brady hooks up with Howard.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Evans.
Complete.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Brady now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He's going to fire one deep over them, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it into Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Giants 21, Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A touchdown, the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Brady airing this one out for Evans. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
45-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Here's Cohen now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gives this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again for Evans. This time he's got him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The 20, 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on Giants touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
McCrane on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 38, Buccaneers.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Brady. And a little floater there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
56. 56.
Throwing again. Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Evans has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
Buccaneers.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 38-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Barkley. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Tonight's final score, Giants.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the